What up, Andy C? Did you get to see my last video? Has any of you guys seen my last video? Any of you guys understood the credit spread portion of it? I said that you need a lot of money to do it. I'm wrong about that. You don't need a lot of money to do it. I don't know why I said that. So I'm basically going to go over everything one more time and make sure everyone understands how it works, why it's easy money. And I'm going to try and trade it on my paper trading account and see if it works. Hang on. I'm in the mood. Come on, yeah. I'm in the mood. I don't remember the ratio of contracts, so I'll have to figure it out. Let's go ahead and do 100 of these. Oh no, we want to do, let's go ahead and do 8,000 worth. So that'll work. Let's mark it 250. There we go. Call, and then we want to buy those. Send. So if we're doing 8,000 there, that means I want to come back in, do GME. I want to add options, delete this guy. I want to sell this time. This time I'm looking for May 21st, 2021, and a strike of 300. I want to see how much I can sell for. And we want to do about, let's see if we can do 100. Insufficient funds, so let's edit. Can I do 90? Insufficient funds, that's not a good sign. 80. Bull motherfucking shit, people. That's so lame. So lame. Alright, well, I got bad news for everybody. It's not going to let you do this unless you have a portfolio margin account. And so it's not that you have to trade a lot of money, but basically E-Trade and other brokerages won't automatically recognize two different matching expirations on the same stock symbol and try to calculate the margin requirements together. Instead, it will only calculate the margin requirements on the same expiration date. And so the only way to play what I'm talking about is to actually have a portfolio margin account, which requires a minimum of $125,000. And I feel like if somebody already has that account and they watched my last video, they probably don't need me making another video. So So let's go ahead and get out of this GME option. Anyone that wants to do the GME one, you got to have 125,000 in your account. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this. Okay, and then let's see if we can do the AMC one. So on the AMC one, what we're going to do is I want to trade the 2023 options, and I actually want to trade I'm probably going to do, let's say, the $15 strike, because that's about as high as I think the price can go. And basically I want to cash out for profit when it hits there, while I have the majority, so part of your funds are invested in your bullish stock for AMC GME or your 2023 options, and those funds aren't going anywhere, right? Like you guys said, you're going to buy those and you're never closing them until the squeeze or whatever. Well, whatever other funds you have, that's the money that we're talking about now. So now you're going to buy some of these options at a different strike, a lower strike, with a different intent behind these options. These options you're prepared to close out for a profit, okay? And basically what you're going to do is you're going to pick a limit price, or no, I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's limit or market. I don't really care. I mean, obviously the cheaper you get it in a price, the better. But just because I'm trying to make this, show you a big picture example, I don't really care about counting the dollars right now. So what I'm going to do on this guy is I'm going to come in and let's just do 25. So I'm going to buy $10,000 worth of $15 strike 2023 options. Let's see what happens. All right, we should have those now. Okay, and now I want to come in and basically, if I did 2023 $15 strike options and I did 25 of these and I calculate, basically if it comes down 10% I lose 2,400. If it goes up 10% I make 850. And so I really don't start making money until we get close to if we hit our strike, I'm probably going to be making 100% ROI. So down here, basically I see that if it goes down 10%, I lose 2,400. So I'd like to be able to make as much as I'm losing at least. And so basically, in order to make sure that I'm going to make $2,400 when it goes down 10%, what I need to do is make sure I got 24,000 shares shorted, $24,000 worth of shares shorted, which would be 2,400 shares. So as long as I can come in here and I can go AMC and I can sell 2,400 shares for $24,000 at a, let's say, market price. Let's do 2,500 shares to get it to that 24,000. Did I buy those or did I sell those? Hopefully I did that. Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. So the poor man's version, if you don't have a portfolio margin account, you can do this. And basically what's going to happen now is it's either going to go up to $13 or $12 or whatever, or it's going to drop all the way down to $8.30, right? So AMC is either going to drop 10% right now or it's going to go up 30%. If it drops 10% right now, I'm going to cash my 2,500 contracts out for a profit of roughly 2,500 bucks. If it goes up to 13 bucks or whatever, I'm going to cash these January 23 $15 calls out for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 of profit. Okay? And I still have my long bullish calls and everything, so if it ends up squeezing, I still make money. But now and now I got this 2,500 to where when it drops back down, I'm gonna come back in and either buy the $15 calls. But if it drops even more, then I'll cash these guys out for their profit, let it come back up before I short AMC again. And I'm basically just going to play a bouncy game between these two strikes. And every time one profits, I'm going to cash it out and not buy in until the other one profits. And then I'm just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And as long as they want to play this AMC bullshit trampoline game, you guys will make money doing it this way. This is a guaranteed way to make money in this bullshit game. As long as you have something in the background that like pays a lot of money if it squeezes, then this can't hurt you, because this January 23 $15 call should be making, let me actually verify I'm accurate about that before I get too crazy. So if we went up 10%, I would be making, so you would actually be losing a little bit more. So you definitely gotta have that bullish sentiment, the $40 strikes or some stock or whatever, because right now we're set up to where every 10% it goes up, we're gonna lose a little bit more than what we're making until we hit. So I guess in a squeeze we're still fine. In a squeeze we're still way fine. But in a, like in this small little window right here, we could actually lose more money than we make off our strikes based off what we're losing, which is fine because now we cash out our profit in the $15 strike here. It comes back down. We get our money back on our $10 strike, and then we reset the same position because we expect more bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. So what I will do for you guys is in a paper trading account, I will trade this, and I'll trade it actually to its maximum. So I have $74,000 in my account. And basically, let's see how much I can trade this for. So let's start this with, we're already at 25. So instead of 25, let's do 75 more. Let's preview. I don't get enough. So let's do 25 more. Preview. Send. Okay. Then let's trade. Oops. Then let's adjust. Oops. Alright, AMC sell 2,500 for another. Let's market, preview, edit. I have insufficient funds. Okay. Edit. Can I do 1,000? Preview. Send. Okay. So now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to close out 5 of these. Let's do 10 of these. Alright guys, that should be pretty close. Let's actually add a little bit more. AMC. Did order not go through? Cancel. Okay, let's go back to trading, paper trades. Okay. AMC, sell. 23rd, $15 strike. And we're going to say 10 of these. And we're going to do a market order. Okay. Then, perfect. Now we want to upgrade this trade to sell. How much do I want to sell? 500? If I do that, oh, I don't get enough. That's fine. Alright, let's just leave it the way it is. So, here we go. I got $16,000 of market value in my options on the $15 strike, and then I got $40,000 or $34,000 in selling of shares. So negative 3,500 shares. And basically, if it goes down, I'm going to cash out my 3,500 for a profit and let my 40 AMC January 2023 come back for its gains. And if it goes up, I'm going to cash these out for a profit and then let my negative 3,500 short come back and all the losses that it had come back for gains. And so every day I'll check this a couple times a day and just show you guys how we can make money doing this. and see how quickly I can turn this $73,000 into more money. But if this changes into $300,000 in the next couple months, then you guys will know that you should have listened to me. Just another thing that I will add to the list of things that I will be doing. Scott Smith, I got rid of those calls forever ago, man. Like, it's such a noob question. Just means you're not paying attention to anything I do, and I got no time for questions like that. You are in the wrong place for questions like that. Do I think it's a great bet? Yes. Is my family still invested in it? Yes. Am I invested in it? No. Why? Because of the fucking trampoline. If you don't know what that fucking means, then you don't fucking deserve my attention. So please stop asking. Go back and watch some fucking videos. I shouldn't have to repeat myself every fucking day. Oh, humans are pathetic. No attention spans. No ability to focus even when it's the most important time of your life. Have you got rid of your $40 strikes on 2023? What kind of question is that? $911 and spoil all of my fun. You crazy fools. Bye-bye, Scott Smith. Screw you for real, buddy. I don't care about your excuses. Everyone's got excuses. Yours sucks. Ooh, everybody got a job. Ooh, some of us gotta work for a living. Ooh. You can't hear me very well. Uh-oh. Can you hear me better now? Load up the bong. Let the informer call 911. Thank God for Trey. Thank God for someone that doesn't know anything that makes me feel good inside my vagina. Thank God for him. Fucking bitch. Z-fools. Y'all crazy. I'm going to do a paper trading account. Show you guys how to make some money on AMC. I can only show you how to do it on GME if you got a portfolio margin account, which is not something I have on a paper trading account. I don't know anyone that has a portfolio margin account, paper trading account. But I can show you on how to do it on AMC. I like the trade on GME a little bit better, but unless you got $125,000 for that account, it doesn't make sense. But if you do, go back and watch my old video, and it will make plenty of sense, and you will make bank, bank, bank. Fat stocks. I want to know. We want to know right now. A lot of these losses don't even count just because they were about buying in, and like I was buying in at the worst price, and then I sold some out at the worst price, and so at least 1,000 of these losses are imaginary already. But that's okay. We'll make way more than that. Tyler says Trey doesn't know how to trade options trade, and that's a fact. I couldn't agree more than that. That's not defamation. That's fact. He does not know how to teach people options, and he should stay in his lane. Stay in his lane. Anonymous, you couldn't have got fucked up that bad buying 100 AMC stock. Even if you would have bought at $20, you're still only down 50%. So when you say you got fucked up, like, bruh, anyone in my chat got way more fucked up than you any day of the week. All last 4 weeks. Holy moly. Well, All right. Let's see. My paper trade account. Of 70K. For version. There we go. All right, well, if there's no more questions, I'm just trying to give you guys some answers. I will probably. What do I want to do? Do I want to do anything? I do need to do some homework and schoolwork. So I should get that done before my class starts today. So I'll definitely be doing some more live streams today. Do I want to jump into the school right now? Probably not. I think I'll probably go chill for a little bit, and then in a little bit I'll do my maxes for my Excel. So if you guys haven't seen this today, I'll be doing my maxes for this stuff right here. These ones right here. And then I will be creating weekly charts, daily charts of weekly tabs, and then creating daily results inside here and calendars of what workouts I'm going to be doing. And basically I have 6-month goals, and ultimately we're going to see where I'm at right now, and then we're going to see where I want to be 6 months from now, and we'll see if I can get there. These are my best evers. So if you guys look, like my best evers are much lower than where my goals are for 6 months. So I do expect to be able to get like, because I hit my best ever in pull-ups at 23 after like maybe 60 to 80 days of working out. And so I figure if I'm giving myself 180 days, I should be able to double that number. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't know. We'll find out. It really depends on how long it takes me to get from my now to my old best record. I'm curious to know what the timeline is between these two right here. And then after I break that, then I'll be curious to see what the remaining timeline is. Then I'll be curious to see what the remaining time is to get from my best ever all the way to where my goals are. And then sometime between hitting my best ever and my goals, I will start boxing, real boxing matches. Sometime today, I'm gonna head down to the boxing gym about 2 miles down the street and check it out, talk to them, see what it's like, see how easy it is to get a fight if I want one, see what kind of shape I got to be in, see what I got to do to meet their standards. Yeah. Does everyone understand what my goal is here? When I got this guy right here, does everyone understand what I'm trying to accomplish? Basically, if it moves down 10%, I make $3,500. If it moves up 10, 20%, I'm going to make a couple $1,000 in this guy right here. And so basically, whichever one profits first, I'm going to cash out because... So let's go ahead and do that actually. Paper trade, add options. So this is going to be like my full account, right? And so let's go to AMC, add option, January 23, and then $40 strikes. And then let's go ahead and drop down, see if we can do... I don't think I can afford that many. Nope. What about 30? Nice. Alright, guys. Looks like markets, account, positions. Balances orders is what I was looking for. Let's go ahead and cancel this, and then let's go ahead and modify this and make it a market order. Preview, send. There we go. Now it will fill. There we go. Now this is a pretty portfolio, people. If it skyrockets, if it squeezes to $40 or more, I will make a fortune compared to everyone else. I'll make 5, 10, 20x on my monies, net money. So I'll probably make, if I got 70,000 total in my account and it squeezes right now to $40, I'll probably have 250 to 300,000 in my account. So not like the most money, but good money, right? Everyone else that just bought stock with their money is only going to have $300,000. So you'll have at least as much as everyone else, but probably a lot more than that. We'll see what these $40 strikes end up printing. If it does 20 times and then plus that, it'll be a decent amount of money. But then also, besides, let's see how much buying power. I got another 2,000 buying power, so let's buy another $2,600 worth of the $40 strikes, actually. And let's do this one on the 2022. So what I'm going to do is AMC, add option, delete the stock, go to 2022, and then I'm going to do the $40 strike on this one. And I'm going to do market, and I want to do $2,600 worth of buying power. So if I do 250, nope, I mean 25, that would be that. Okay, well if I do 30, that'd be perfect. Previews. Let's do 25 then. Preview, send. There we go. All right. Now I got 2022 $40 strikes. I got 30 $40, 2023 $40 strikes. I got 25 on the 2022, 30 on the 2023. Then I got the 40 on the 2023 $15 calls, and then minus 3,500 shorts on the AMC stock. And basically what I'll be doing in here is when the negative 3,500 makes a profit, or the 40 $15 strike makes a profit first, whichever one does, makes a couple $1,000. I'm going to cash out that profit and then wait for the other one to basically break even, and then buy back in for the other one. And then whichever one makes the profit the next time, cash it out, wait for the other one to break even, buy back in. And I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until my squeeze happens. And when the squeeze happens, my 30 and my 25, 2022, and 2023 $40 strikes will pay a fortune. A bloody, bloody fortune. Way more than what these guys would lose. So, and way more than what other people will be making in the stock. Does everyone understand that? That just amazes me. My chat is so quiet when I don't know, guys, if that's all. Oh, my thing was on mute the whole time. Is that why you guys couldn't hear me? Because I was on mute the whole time? God damn it. I'm sure that's way better, guys. Has everybody heard what I was saying, though? Did you guys see that opportunity? Do you guys see what I'm doing right there? You guys see how I'm protected in a squeeze? If it slightly goes up, I make profits, but it doesn't really realize. Texas' very own says he hears the plan. Sounds like a good plan. Brother, I hope you got a little play money to try it out with, because I really think it'll make you some money. Guys, I really think it'll make you some money. I don't have, like, if my girl would listen to me talk about stocks for even 2 seconds, I'd try to sell her and give me 10 grand to trade it. But she literally, like, she just bought her mom a car. Like, it ain't happening, people. I ain't taking her money, so don't even get it in your head. So if you guys got some money, like, I don't know, like, it's pretty simple. You're protected. There is no worst case scenario. Like, if it goes up or down, the negative 3,500 stock and the 40 AMC at the $15 calls make and lose basically the same amount of money. So you're not risking anything there, but if it squeezes, you wouldn't make anything. And so you don't want it to squeeze with just having these two. That's why you also own stock, and or you buy these deep out of the money $40 strikes. And then that way, as the next 3 weeks play out, let the AMC stock price move. If the negative 3,500 makes money, cash it out for a profit. Let the 2023 $15 strikes, break even again, come back in, buy another 3,500 shorting of AMC, and go back and forth between the $15 strike and the shorting of the stock, and just keep collecting premiums every single week as they make the price go up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, people? You got to be watching your stock. You got to be willing to be watching all the time if you really want to do this and maximize the potential. But if you want to make some easy money while the hedgies play this fuckery, this would be how you do it. I really didn't think they could hold out the squeeze as long as they have, and that's why I went full retard and blew my bank. But I still want to be as much value to you guys as possible, and so yeah, there's no better way to wait out the squeeze than what I just showed you. There's no better way to wait out the squeeze than what I just showed you. And you're still way bullish on the stock. You're still helping the open interest. Nobody can call you a hedgy or a shill or anything like that, people. You'll just be making money as everyone else is bitching because they're mad that everyone else is still losing money. Guys, I got the answers. I told you I was bullish that they wouldn't keep halting the stock. I was wrong about that. Since February when I made my money, I thought if I kept betting on it, one of these times they wouldn't halt the stock like they did in February when I made my money. But they halted it 15 times after that. And then we died down in volume. And there's no more momentum behind the retail. The diamond handlers are real. They're not selling. But the momentum to move us past the next level, it's not happening right now. And so you got to find new answers. You got to evolve and adapt. And I'm trying to help you guys do that. Alright guys, I'm going to show you one more time because we got some new viewers in the chat. I'm going to show you one more time exactly what I'm doing in my paper trading account. I have a $72,000 paper trading account that I am basically maxed out on. And basically what I've done is I've shorted 3,500 shares of AMC stock. I bought 40 contracts of January 2023 $15 strikes to counterbalance the 3,500 shares I shorted. And basically, if the stock goes down, this will profit me as much as this loses. Where if the stock goes up, this will profit me as much as this short loses. So the other 2022 $40 strike and 2023 $40 strike that I have is in relation to my sell stock buy options for video playlist. And this is just to build the short interest. This is because I believe AMC will squeeze someday. And when it does, these $40 strikes are going to pay way more than this 3,500 short could ever lose. And yeah. So basically, these are like you're either owning a lot of stock in AMC or you're owning the 2022 and 2023 options. I prefer the options, but stock are fine too. And then aside from that, you're taking some money and you're buying some $15 strikes and you're selling some AMC stock. And basically, if the AMC stock goes down to $9, I'll make $3,500. If the AMC stock goes up to $11, I'll make $3,000 on my $15 strike. Whichever one happens first, I'm going to cash out, and then I'm going to wait for the other one to get its money back. So if it drops down, if AMC drops 10%, this makes $3,500. I cash it out. I'm going to wait for it to go back up 15%, so my $15 strike got its money back, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to sell the $3,500 stock on AMC again. If it goes up to $15 after that, I'm going to cash this bad boy out for a ton of money. I'm going to wait for my 3,500 shorts to come back and break even because I'm going to expect the price to drop again. If at any time while I'm playing these trampoline bounces it squeezes, my 2022 and 2023 $40 strikes will pay way more than what I'm shorting the stock. And so I make way more than anybody that's just buying regular stock. And so I'm protected in every possible way. I got 70,000 playing all at one time, and I don't feel like I could possibly lose right now. I can only win. So if you have $70,000 in your account, I'm not exaggerating. This is exactly how I'd play it. This is like some way in this form. Do your own numbers. Like maybe you only want to do 1,000 shorts and you want to add more to the 2023s and 2022 $40 strikes. Like there's lots of ways you can change this up. But if you guys do this, this is how you make money while they play their fucking games. Don't let them fucking steal your money while they're playing games no more. Make money while they're while they're playing their fucking games, people. I want you to make money. Go make some money, people. Do you understand that? Do you understand why you can only make money? Like, the only way you lose is if it trades sideways for the next 2 years. That's the only way you lose, is if it trades sideways for the next 2 years. Jambo Jim says, what catalyst are you particularly looking for to bust out of this hedge fund stranglehold? I think the only catalyst is volume. I think you guys need 100 million shares in a day, and then you need the Fed to back the fuck off. Either that or inflation. I think that or inflation are the only two things that can really get the job done at this point. Because I think when the market crashes, the diamond holders will rise out of the ashes, and I think inflation will cause the market to crash, and I think the diamond handlers will continue to hold. And so whether it's more volume or inflation, those are the only two catalysts I can see where, like, you guys just sit on your hands and wait for something to happen. The other thing that I could see you guys doing is increasing the short interest by going and watching my four video playlist called Sell Stocks Buy Options on 2023 expirations. And basically, if you build the short interest up to 100%, the rest of the world will come and give you the volume that you're looking for. So you really got to do your research to understand the value that I bring to the movement. But if you do it, you'll understand that nobody's offering more factual information than I am. Dale but not Dale says, hey Godpill, don't know if you remember me. I like your strat. Aren't you a little worried about shorting AMC? Upside risk is big there. Dale but not Dale. Dale, did you not just listen to my fucking strategy? I'm not shorting AMC. I'm still long on AMC. Guys, are you retarded? What a stupid fucking response. Like, you're saying you're polite to me and you like my strat, but then you say something so stupid. My people, listen to this. I'm shorting this negative 3,500 stocks right here with my $72,000 account. I'm buying $15,000 worth of strikes on the $15 strike for 2023 AMC. Then I got $2,000 on the 2022 strike, and I got $6,500 on the $40 strike for the 2023. So $40 strikes on 2022 and 2023, I got about 10 grand on, 15 grand on the $15 strike, and then just shorting 3,500 stock. I'm not shorting any options, just stock. If AMC goes to $2,000, I will make at least 10x more ROI percent than anyone that bought AMC stock and was not shorting AMC stock. In this portfolio right now today, if AMC goes to $2,000, I make 10x ROI percent more than anybody just having AMC stock, including the short. Okay? So what I'm saying is, you bought these $40 strikes because you are long-term bullish on AMC. You wouldn't have bought these unless you were bullish on AMC. But now what you're doing with the rest of your money is you are buying a $15 strike and you are shorting a ton of the AMC stock, and whichever one makes money. So if AMC drops to $8, this $3,500 is going to make like $5 grand. But this $15 strike is going to lose $5 grand. And I'm going to lose money in my $2,000 and my $6,500 as well, right? That's okay, because I'm making money in my $3,500. So basically what I'm losing over here, I should be about making up here. So I'm going to cash these out for their profit when I make that profit. Then I'm going to let my $15 strikes break even. So when AMC goes back to $9.50, my AMC is $15 strikes has now broken even since the time I bought them. I'm going to come back and short another 3,500 AMC stocks. Now AMC is either going to drop back down to $8 or it's going to run up to $12 or $13. If it runs up to $12 or $13, my $15 strikes are going to make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 profit. I'm going to cash that out. I'm going to hold my short, and I'm going to let it come back down until it breaks even, and then buy back into the $15 strike and go back and forth, and keep making profits as the hedgies play their game. If at any time in between it squeezes to $2,000, your $40 strikes will pay way more fucking money than anything you're shorting in this example. That's all I can tell you, people. That's all I can tell you, people. Oh, my bad, Del, but not Del. Now you know. Now you know, buddy. Now you know. Ivan Crypto says rinse and repeat, baby. I hope you like it, Ivan. I hope you take advantage at least a little bit. Make some money. Make the hedges. Here's the thing, guys. If you guys start making money this way and everybody starts making money this way, the hedges are going to stop playing this game. They're going to say you guys are getting too smart, too many wrinkles, and they can't have people just be making money nonstop. Otherwise, they got to change the rules, right? And the only rule that they can really change, because the diamond handers have created a trampoline bottom, is to let it squeeze. So the more you guys start taking this easy money, the more they're going to let it fucking squeeze, I promise. I promise. Del but not Del, I wasn't trying to actually hate on you. I do remember your name. I can't remember what we talked about forever ago. But yeah, man, it seemed confusing to me when you came in with that comment saying that I wasn't hedged against the squeeze, but I totally was hedged against the squeeze. But now that we're on the same page, it sounds all good. Ivan Crypto says he doesn't want to sell any of his 80,000 AMC shares, so instead he's going to have to bring in some more money to make it happen. Well, I appreciate that you guys appreciate the strategy, even if you're not going to use it. I appreciate that you guys still appreciate the strategy, because it is definitely a money-making strategy in the world of the last 3 months. Like, have we been playing this since January? We'd all be very, very wealthy people already. I wish I would have been playing this since I made my money in February. Oh, man, I would have $10 million in my account probably. Fuck. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm curious to know, like, last time I told you guys about the trampoline and I YOLO'd on it and a bunch of people YOLO'd with me and we missed it by 1 day. So it was, like, to me, that's obvious they were watching my channel and they planned to beat us, and we missed it by 1 day for me to break even on my $100,000 YOLO. And had we broken even and we bought the stocks, who knows? We might have hit our $17 strike on AMC and I might have actually made my millions. And so we missed it by 1 day. It was very interesting to see that. I don't know how to feel about that. But what will be more interesting to see people play this opportunity and see how the hedge funds try to work against it. Because I can't see a way that they can work against it. Every way that I see is that you guys win if you play this way. Del but not Del says the January 2022, or sorry, the 2022 $40 strike is the only time they've ever YOLO'd everything in their life. Congratulations on that. YY says love the energy, bro. Thank you, thank you. Damn, guys, I really hope to hear some people making some money on this over the next couple weeks. When AMC bounces up and down, if I go to 150 grand here in the next couple weeks, I hope a couple other people did as well. I really hope so. Yeah, guys. If you've watched my last 7 video uploads, there's no doubt in your mind that I'm definitely a real options trader and that other YouTubers are definitely not real option traders. WY says, that is true. Thanks for the info. You are very, very welcome. Gildanist36 says, yo, yo, fam. What's good, fam? Man, guys, this is such easy money. It's crazy to think about. And what's really crazy is, guess what? What happens if this stock I'm shorting, AMC, goes to zero? You guys have any idea how much money I make? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it'd be 30. Yeah, it's $35,000. So basically, if AMC just crushed to zero, like we're bullish on AMC, right? If it got crushed to zero, we'd still be able to protect half of our investment. If it goes up to 2,000, you make way more than anyone invested in stock. If it just bounces up and down, you cash out huge profits between the $15 strike and the negative $3,500 strike. Holy moly. Golden State says if you decide to work with your enemies to take down our biggest enemy, this would be over. We all trying to get that bag. Working together, you can reach far more apes. Number true power lies unity. Golden State, I totally agree with you, but the problem is in your mind you think I'm the one that's not working with our people with our fellow apes, but really Trey's just not an ape and he's pretending to be one. If he wanted to end this tomorrow, he could tomorrow. I've given them the information. They didn't want to share my information. They thought my information was dangerous. They called it collusion. They called it collaborating. They called it market manipulation. They don't like what I'm saying. I'm not scared to say what I'm saying because I know all of what they're saying is shill talk. And so you want to keep pretending that it's my negative energy that's dividing this. But I tried to go in there 100% positive, and then I found out that Trey was a shill, and so I went on the offense. You can blame me for that, but I'm right. Whether you want to agree or not, it doesn't matter. I'm definitely right. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Alright, people. So we're going to go over my portfolio one more time. It's a paper trading account. This is not real money. Um, but if I had $75,000 to do over again, this is what I'd be doing with it. And basically what I'd be doing is I'd buy, so whatever you're bullish with long term for for AMC, go ahead and put it in there. So $40 strikes for me would be 2022 and 2023. $40 strikes, so I got 25 contracts and 30 contracts. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a trampoline bouncing profitable pattern that basically break even with each other, that I'm cashing out for profits every single chance that I get. And I have my $40 calls in case the squeeze ever happens. But until the squeeze happens, I want to be making profits every time the hedgies keep fucking with us. And so how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to buy $15 strikes for about $15,000 worth on 2023. And then I'm going to short $3,500 stock or 3,500 stocks of AMC, so $35,000 worth of stocks in AMC. And basically, if it drops 10%, I'm going to cash out 30 or 10 to 15%. I'll cash out $3,000 to $5,000 profit. If it goes up 10 to 20%, I'll cash out my $5,000 to $10,000 of profit in my $15 strikes. And basically, once I cash one side out, I hold the other side with my losses until it breaks even. And then when it breaks even, I come back in and I replace the position I cashed out for a profit. Now it's either going to go up or down again. And every time it goes up or down, I cash out whichever side made the profit. I wait for the other side to break even. And then I come back and I match the other side. If it ever squeezes in between this pattern, your $40 strikes will pay way more than the shorting of the 3,500 stocks. And so you don't got to worry about the loss potential from shorting the AMC. And this way, you are making money while the hedgies play their game. And if a lot of people start making money while the hedgies play their game, I think that it will make them want to squeeze it right away because they realize that like it doesn't. Like, basically, I think that their biggest concern is that the people making the least money possible. And I think if people start doing this and start making money, it would only validate my channel. So it's another reason why they'd want the squeeze to happen, because validation for Marcus Ray is more dangerous for the people of this earth, or the elites of this earth, than anything else, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend, people. If I was a financial advisor, that would be my financial advice. Load up the bong, let the in. I know Golden State, but the people that like I want to work with, like Trey, the people that have the audience, the platform to explode this, they don't like the information that I'm saying. They disagree with you. You say I got the message to crack this wide open. They say your message is dangerous and isn't allowed. So how am I supposed to work with them? I don't know what to do, man. Jambo Jim says, "Is there anybody that you watch or respect on YouTube?" Obviously, asking for the times that you're not on. I'll be honest, guys. Very own Texas on YouTube. He seems to put in a lot of effort, and he seems to know as much as anybody else I hear YouTubing about stocks. And for whatever reason, he's just got no following right now. And so, if you guys wanted to come in and show him support, me and him have gotten in fights and have apologized to each other, and like there's just no doubt in my mind that this person's a real person, and that he's not a shill, he's not a sellout, he's not anything but just a guy that loves AMC and wants to see it go to the moon. And he goes live just a couple hours a day, but yeah, he is definitely somebody that I have listened to a couple times now and have not been disappointed. Elite Warden is definitely top of the list for stock information. If you're just looking for like squeeze and like you want to learn about indicators and you want to learn about tracking data and stuff, I would definitely look at Warden Elite's videos. I think that's all I'm going to endorse at the very moment right now. Everyone else, I'm questionable of whether they're a sellout or not. I like the Lou versus Wall Street. That guy's pretty cool. He seems to be pretty good energy. Julia D says we'll check him out. Thanks so much for your thoughts. You are very welcome, Julia. It's not financial advice. It's just what I know, and it's just the stuff that I think about when I think about you people, when I think about the stocks, when I think about the trampoline play, when I think about how I lost all my money and how I could do it better. And now that I got 2020 hindsight, and I'm trying to think about what would I do this time? Like, guys, have no doubts. I'm messaging my brothers and people, and like, if I can get my hand on more money, I will start trading this of real money. But right now, I can only do a paper trading account, so that's what I'm doing. But if I get my hands on some more money, you better fucking believe I'm gonna do it. I did not see the UFC on Saturday, unfortunately. I'll have to go back and check out the Reyes fight. Yeah, the Lou guy is funny. I like him. As long as he doesn't come out and do like a 180 like Trey and say no for dilution, yes for dilution. Obviously, dilution's not on the table, but I'm just saying like an example of that. As long as it's not clear and obvious that he has sold out, I would definitely not trust any information of anyone telling me that Lou's a sellout or anything. Like, I'd have to see it for myself to believe it. Like, I've watched almost all of his videos, and he just seems like a happy guy trying to keep people level-headed during these crazy times. In case there's any new people in the chat, I'll go over my account balance one more time on my paper trading account. Had I known what I know now today, and I still had my money to trade, like I still have money. I'm not hurting financially. My life is okay. But the problem is that it's all in my girl's bank account, and that we are not trading that money. And I agreed to that months ago, and I don't think I'm going to be able to convince her otherwise. And so, unless I can find money from another source, which I will try to do, I promise you guys, people, I will try to get my hands on at least a little bit so I can trade this opportunity, because you don't need a lot of money to do this, right? Like, instead of doing 3,500, 25, 40, and 5, what's the common denominator? 5, right? So I could have done 700, I could have done 5, I could have done 8, and I could have done 6. And if I would have done that, then basically I would have only needed $10,000 to start this. So yeah, I mean there's lots of ways to play this out, people. $12,000 or so. But you will need about at least $12,000 in order to trade this, it looks like. Or you'll just have to do a different combination. Rather than doing the $15 strike, go down to the $12 strike. Instead of doing 8 contracts, do 3 contracts, like etc. You'll have to find your own version of it. You can do it with less than $10,000 for sure. But if you're going to do this exact example, the least amount would be 5 times less than what we already have, which is because the common denominator is 5. If you guys don't know about common denominators, I recommend you go back to elementary school. New York Angelo, I like him as well. I like his accent, actually. Yep, I like New York Angelo for sure. Ashley Kichi, 100% invest in GME. Ashley. We have gone over a lot of new information. Unfortunately for GMEers, you gotta have a portfolio margin account to really capitalize on the short possibility. But I know that you're all GME and you don't like AMC, but if your mindset is maybe in a mindset of GME is going to moon, if AMC moons, then GME would definitely moon, and you know that your GME investment is protecting you, then Ashley, what you can do is you can come in and take a little bit of money to AMC, and what you can do is you can short the stock on AMC, and let's just, like, so I'm doing $72,000 here, and like basically the 25 $40 strikes on AMC and the 30 contracts right here, so the two $40 strikes I have, those would be your GMEs that you're holding as GME that you're using as your protection. But then you're trading this little swing play for money, okay? And so basically you're buying anywhere from a $12, $13, $14, $15 call on AMC, and then you're shorting the AMC stock. And basically every time AMC has a bounce up, you cash this guy out for a profit. This guy's going to lose money, so you didn't actually make any money. But then when AMC goes back down and this guy breaks even, you've now made your money, and now you come back in and you buy the $15 strike. If AMC goes down to $8, you make $5,000 on the short. You close it out for a profit. You lost $5,000 on your $15 strikes, and then you let the $15 strikes come back to break even, and then you come back and you short the stock again. And so as the hedgies play these games with AMC and GME, you can play this little trampoline game and make a profit every single week or 2 weeks, however often they bounce it up and down. And then if it ever squeezes in between, you still got all your GME investments to make a fortune. What do you think about that, Ashley? Ashley, everybody has shorting capabilities. Hang on, call back in later. Ashley, everybody has shorting capabilities. All you got to do is sell the stock. So you go to trade. You're not doing options. You go to AMC. And instead of hitting buy the stock in 100 stock, I just hit sell 100 stock. And you just send it. Everybody has shorting capabilities. It's nothing to short a stock. Anyone can short a stock. All right, somebody can call back in now. Ashley, you're talking about selling options. You're not talking about selling stocks, fool. There's a difference. You can't sell options, but you can sell stock. Trust me. Go try to sell a $2 stock on Nokia or something, like what cheap one. Go find a cheap stock and just try to sell one stock and see what happens. Godpill, how can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Godpill. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. I'm actually, so went ahead last week and I bought, oh man, I went crazy, man. I doubled down on AMC. I went ahead and bought a few contracts. Not the best expiry, but I figured, hey, I'm feeling a little bullish. It's looking good to me. I mean, I went ahead and bought for May expiry 14th, May 14th.
Okay.
At 11 strike for AMC.
Okay.
But I went ahead and I was bleeding a little bit. I doubled down. I bought a couple more shares. I bleed a little bit more last week. So I was thinking about buying a couple more just to round it up to like 10 contracts. I made it to 8, but I decided to back off a little bit and shorted the 11. I mean, I went ahead and sold 8 contracts against it. You think that was a good move, or I mean, should I buy him back and just clear him out and let him ride? Because
man, that all sounds really complicated and dangerous. I'll be honest, man. Did you see what I've gone over today?
No, I just got in here. And
all right.
Man.
So check this out, bro. So here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to talk to some people in my family right now and see if I can get a little bit more money to invest. Because I just, 2020 is hindsight, right? Like I bet on a big trampoline bounce the other day and I lost a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Well, I've been thinking about how I can like give the people some advice and like maybe help them out because like obviously some people are hurting because they invested with me, but obviously like I want to be still helpful to the movement in general. So I've been trying to think about what's like now that I see how they're playing the trampolines and I see that they can stall the trampolines and all this other crap. What's a long-term conservative option to making money throughout this garbage until the squeeze happens? Does that sound like a good question to answer? If I answer that question, would you be happy?
I can tell you one thing, man. Any little bit helps. And hey, and you're doing God's work, man. I mean, I know a lot of people out there, they don't like you for whatever reason. I mean, they got their reasons, and I
For sure.
understand. But, you know, for me, for instance, man, I appreciate your content. You're putting it out there. You're not monetizing. I mean, you're genuine, man. You're authentic. I gotta give you props for that.
Well, I am monetizing a little bit, so I don't want us to spread the wrong word. I do monetize my videos.
No, but I mean, you're not compared to other people.
Of course. I don't got all the bells and whistles.
The content that you're putting on, I don't mean to interrupt you or anything, but I mean, compared to the content that you're putting out there, I mean, I think you're doing a lot.
Thank you. So let me go ahead and explain to you this strategy I just came up with today, okay? And so right now I have a paper trading account that I just invested into, so I could show you guys some real returns. If like in the meantime of me trying to raise some money and actually get investing myself again. But basically, I got $72,000 invested in this paper trading account. And what I did was, and it's only AMC, okay? And so you can kind of do a similar thing with GME. The GME move I think I like better is using the options, but you need a portfolio margin account to do it. But with the AMC play, you don't need a portfolio margin account. Like it's just nice and easy, nice and simple. And so basically, some people like to buy stocks. If you watched my 4 videos that say sell stocks, buy options, I prefer buying the $40 strike on 2022 and 2023 more than I prefer buying stock of AMC. Like to me, they're basically the same thing. Just the 2023 $40 strike pays a little bit more if it hits. And so I think that's enough theta and all that good stuff to where I like that stock, okay? Or I like that strike. And so for me,
that
that...
makes sense to
Hold
me.
on. Okay, cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything.
Yeah.
I could add to that if I could add some color to that because, I mean, I personally, if I'm going to go like out of the money like that, I would go like a far out because that's what everybody else will tell you, man. But let's say if I want to scalp, or let's say I want to go a swing, I'll try to go for like an at the money.
Yep,
like
I hear you. Let me finish. And so that's why you bought the $11 strike. I hear you on that, man.
Yeah.
And so but that's only 2 weeks to expiration because if it's like 2 years to expiration, it's way too much theta. It's too expensive, you know. And so you're buying the 2 weeks because it's really cheap. And I get what you're doing, but I'm trying to show you a strategy that makes all of that irrelevant to where you don't got to do none of that no more. And this will make you long-term profits throughout this thing until the squeeze happens. So all I was trying to get over was that the $40 strike or buying a bunch of AMC stock, there is no wrong answer. Do whichever one you like better. They're both good, okay? But make sure this is for somebody that's bullish on AMC. So you would have your hold on. I know, but if the squeeze happens, you have your $40 strikes and your stock and you're good to go, okay? Now, what I have, which is completely separate from everything I just talked about, completely separate from that, we now have our 2023, and you're going to do 11, 12, 13, $14 strikes, and shorting of AMC stock, regular common stock. And so basically what I've done is I bought 40 contracts at the $15 strike for 2023 for $15,600, and then I sold 3,600 stocks of AMC for minus $35,000. Basically saying if AMC goes to zero, I'd make $35,000. So here's what happens. If AMC drops 10 to 15%, I make $3,000 to $5,000. If AMC goes up 10 to 20%, I make $3,000 to $5,000 off my $15 strikes. And so basically, if it goes down to $8, I'm going to cash out my $3,600 shorts for $5,000 profits, even though my bank account doesn't realize the profit yet because my $15 strikes lost that $5,000 also. As soon as it goes back to $10, my $15 strikes is back to its $15,000. And so now I can come back in and short the AMC stock again. If it goes back down, I make another $5,000. If it goes up, now I sell my $15 strike for $5,000. I let it come back down so my short is broken even, and then I buy the $15 strike again. And I just go back and forth, and I make $5,000 no matter which direction it goes. And if it squeezes any time in between, my $40 strikes are going to make way more than what I'm shorting on the stock. And so I'm praying for the squeeze the whole time, but as long as the squeeze is not happening, I'm making money every week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, however long it takes them to move the price the next time. But every time the price goes up or down, you will now be cashing out profits every single time.
That's yeah, man, I definitely get that, man. That's the beauty about theta. That's really the good thing about theta when you can use it to your advantage.
Yep,
like that,
yep,
you know?
yep.
A lot of people, they go naked calling, naked puts, and I mean, at first I started out like that, and then, you know, blew up a few accounts. But the beauty of shorting contracts against yours, I mean, it completely changes your whole perspective, you know, as you go along with it. But yeah, I just don't want to risk getting assigned. That's why I called you and thought about, you know, about that short, you know, that.
No, we're not selling options. The only people that can be assigned are people that are selling options. You can't be assigned.
Okay. Yeah, because if the because like I say, I got that play. I still got those short contracts against my buys and myself.
Bro, I don't know what you're doing, and I can't talk to you about your account. I can only tell you what my account is and how it works. So you got to figure it out for yourself. But be sure to watch this video a couple times, man, because this is the way you should be playing AMC from now on. Like, I'm giving financial advice, even though I'm not legally allowed to, because I know that this is the way to go. You can't lose. If you play it the way that I'm talking about right now, you cannot lose.
AMC is the only way to go, man.
Hell yeah.
It's the only way to
Hell
go.
yeah. Thanks for calling, brother.
Hey, man. I appreciate your oh man, greatly appreciate all that feedback and to the moon, man. That's all I can say, man.
To the moon. Thanks, brother.
All right, man.
Bye. He likes the stock, ladies and gentlemen. He likes the stock. Ashley, you see what we're doing now? Ashley, you see how I go here and I go to trade and I go to AMC. And then when it says, do I want to buy or sell the stock? I go to sell. I go to market. To sell 100 stock, it's going to cost $973. I go to preview. I don't have funds for that because I only got $25 in my account. So I could do one, and it's $9.73. I go to preview, and then I hit send, and boom. It will go through, and now I'm shorting 3,601 stocks of AMC. It does not require any special account to be able to do this, people. Anybody can short a stock. Anybody can short a stock. It takes a special account to short options. It does not take a special account to short stock. Does everyone understand? Martin Jones, changing his name from Bob Saget, says Lou vs. Wall Street. If they catch you, they're bound to drop the dime. Kevin Smith, the information I'm giving away today is much better than the information I gave away yesterday. It's definitely been updated and perfected today. The GME and AMC movement. Like, in order to do either of them, you definitely need to watch today's video. Yesterday's kind of sucked, honestly. It was me working through all the problems, trying to understand it. Is it one of you in the crowd? Are you gonna call 911 and spoil all of my fun? You crazy fools. The mood. Are you ready? I'm in the mood. Come on, yeah. Ashley, you need to upgrade your account or something. I'd call your broker because that's bullcrap. Ashley, if I can do it on my paper trading account, you should be able to do it in a regular freaking brokerage account. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. She's my fiance. We've lived together for about 4 years. I proposed maybe 8 months ago. And we're getting married next year, April 23rd. At the Andaz in Scottsdale right now. If we get super rich, we'll probably be in Hawaii. But as of right now, it's going to be at the Andaz. Ashley, you got to call your broker. You're definitely allowed to short a stock. Evening. Are you really that anal? You crazy fools. This is not a channel to talk about my girl. That's the only thing we don't talk about on my channel. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. Get ready. I've been listening to Sublime all this last 48 hours. I'm just jamming and jiving to Sublime. Is a crime. If they catch you smoking, they're bound to drop the dime. Insufferable, more crazy fools. Will you think with your fingers crossed, waiting to break the rules? Evening. Music loud as whisper band. We let the bass drop as loud as we can stand. Buddy go got a code informer for the man. I want to know right now. Is it one of you in the crowd? Are you gonna call 911 and spoil all of my fun? You crazy fool. E-Trade allows you to short a stock for sure. I don't know why you guys can't short a stock. That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. If you guys aren't allowed to short your stock, you should go to a new broker because that's fucked up. That is not a free market. A free market is anyone gets to do anything. If they say they're protecting you by shorting your stock, they're out of their goddamn mind. They're not protecting you. God Pill, how can I help you?
Hi, I have a question.
What is your question?
Do you think AMC is going to continue to be shorted this much?
Man. So if you would have asked me that 2 months ago, my answer was absolutely not. They can't hold it back for forever, right? If you ask me today, like I lost all my money thinking that way, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, what I would tell you is that I have a new plan and I'm trying to raise some new money because I just came up with this plan and it really does feel bulletproof. And basically I'm shorting and playing long on the stock at the same time to where I'm shorting the stock short term, but I'm playing long. If it squeezes, I make a fortune. And yeah, have you seen it yet or are you just calling in?
Well, I watched your stream just, for a couple.
I just came up with this idea today. So if you haven't seen it today, then I just came up with this new strategy today. So have you seen my new strategy?
Not yet.
Okay, so let me tell you about. You got some time to hear about it?
Enlighten me, bro.
All right, man. So check this out. So first off, if you've watched some of my videos, then you know that I like, rather than buying AMC stock, I would rather buy 2023 $40 strike. You know that about me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get that. So like basically this strategy I'm about to talk to is for somebody that feels really bullish on an AMC squeeze someday, but also has no idea when and so wants to be super safe. So instead of buying stock, like that's what a normal person would do, is just buy stock if that's how they feel. But instead of buying stock, I feel like the 2023 $40 strike is a good other option. And so that's what I'm going to do with my regular money that I can't afford to lose, okay? Then what I'm going to do with the rest of the money that I want to actually trade and make some money on, I'm going to take this money, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a strike on AMC between $11, $12, $13, $14, and $15, and then I'm going to short AMC stock for about $35,000 worth. So 3,500 shares worth of short. And so basically, if it drops 10 to 15%, my $11 to $15 strike that I put $15,000 into is going to lose $5,000 or so. But my short is going to make $5,000, okay? So what's going to happen is we're going to short down to the trampoline and make that $5,000. So we're going to close the short position and we're going to capitalize on making that $5,000. Now we're going to expect it to go back to $10, $11 or wherever it was before. So when it does, where we lost the $5,000 on my $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 strike, I'm going to get all of that back when it goes back to its normal price. As soon as it does that, I'm going to short the stock again. If it goes up instead of going down, my $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 strike is going to make the $5,000. I'll cash it out for its profit as my short loses the $5,000. Then when the stock comes back down, because...
I have a question.
Yes?
All right, so you say that you're going to both short and buy the stock just in general. Well, options, for it.
Yep.
Let's say it just squeezes to a unbelievable amount, and would you be losing a lot of money when you're shorting?
Okay, can you see my screen right now?
A little bit delayed.
For sure. So you're about to see my account. And what you need to understand is that my stock or my options is the $40 strikes, right? Because you know me. You know that my $40 strikes is no different than me having stock, right? And so basically my $40 strikes right here is I got the $40 strikes on 2022 and $40 strikes on 2023.
Well, it looks like you're losing a lot of cash.
Well, no, bro. This is a paper trading account. I just opened it up for the first time today in maybe 6 months. Long time, or since the beginning of the year probably. But basically,
But are you actually putting any money into AMC instead of paper trading?
Bro, if you're gonna focus on shit that doesn't matter, I'm gonna hang up on you. Do you want information or do you want to focus on shit that matters?
I'm just asking a question.
Right, and the answer is I just lost all of my fucking money on April 23rd, and I'm trying to get some more money so I can do this for real, but I thought of this idea fucking yesterday, and so I'm sharing it with the world, even though I don't have money to trade it right now, but I'm working on getting my own money to trade it. If you want to take the information and don't trade it, that's fine. I don't care what you do with it. I'm giving away free information.
No, I'm trying to understand, man.
For sure.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And so because I'm broke right now, I came to my paper trading account and saying, everybody, now that I've lost my money, let me show you what an unbiased person would do. Because I was just so certain that they wouldn't keep halting the stocks, right? And I was certain that if GME moved, so would AMC. And so I was betting 50-50 on GME and AMC because AMC had cheaper options. And basically, GME got halted 10, 20 times after I made $1 million in February. And so every time it got halted, I felt like I got robbed, and so I kept doubling down and kept doubling down.
Were you able to even pull it out at all?
Yes, I pulled out $700,000 when I made $1 million on February 24th and 25th. I pulled out $700,000. Every Friday after that, I lost about $100,000. Okay. Besides the $200,000 of profit that I actually took out. So my girl still has $100,000 of profit. My sister still has $100,000 of profit. Plus my sister got her $100,000 back. But again, you're asking questions that don't matter. We're fucking talking about making money. We're not talking about me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to talk about.
I know, but you're so focused on my money that you can't even focus on how to make your own money.
Let's focus on actual money.
All right. So AMC right now, let's just say it's at $10. I don't even know where the price is at. I don't even watch the prices anymore. I don't freaking care. AMC, let's say that it's at $10. I sorted 3,600 shares of AMC. I shorted 3,600 shares. And then I bought 40 contracts of $15 strikes for $15,400. If AMC goes up 20% right now, this $15,000 will be worth $20,000. I will close out the $20,000 for $5,000 profit, but my account will still be $72,000 because my 3,600 short will have lost $5,000. I'm going to hold on to the short, hold on to my $40 strikes. If it moons, my $40 strikes still make more than the short. If it goes back down because the hedgies can't let it keep going up, then I make my $5,000 back that I lost in my AMC, and now I'm net up $5,000. Now I'm going to come back in and buy the $15 strikes for $15,000 again. If it goes down 5,000 profit, I'll do it with the shorts. If it goes up, I do it with the $15 call. But back and forth for the next 3 months, I will keep doing this over and over and over until it squeezes. And when it does squeeze, whether you own a ton of stock or you just own the $40 strikes, you're going to make way more than what you could ever lose. So somebody could own 10,000 shares of AMC in one account and then come back over to another account, short 5,000 shares of AMC and play the stupid fucking game. And if it squeezes, they still own twice as many shares in the other account. And they could just be shorting the stock, making money every day until the squeeze happens on this account and basically limiting their squeeze potential by shorting half of the whatever they have. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes some sense, yeah.
So I'm trying to raise money from my family right now to get some more money in my account so I can start trading real money like this because I think this is going to guarantee me money for the next 3 months until the squeeze happens. But if the squeeze ever happens in between, then I make a fortune anyways.
For 3 months, not even weeks and 1 month.
No, I mean so here's the thing. If AMC goes up $12 in one day and then down to $8 the next day, I literally just made $40,000 that day. If it goes up $12 in a week, and it goes 5% every day until it hits $12, then it takes me a week to make $5,000. But the more that it's going up and down, the more I'm going to be profiting. Because every time I hit $5,000 profit on one of those legs, I'm going to cash it out. And so the more it goes up and down, the more I'm going to hit those 5,000s, and the more I'm going to be cashing out profits.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Cool, man. Well, I hope you go make some money then.
Well, I just want to let you know one more thing. I currently have about 100K amount of shares into AMC.
Nice.
Hopefully, with the call, it's a September call option for $14.
Okay. That's a very modest bet. Yeah, that's a modest bet, brother. Good job. You're a diamond hitter for sure. We're glad to have people like you in the chat.
Yeah, I'm 3 p.m., bro. I'm probably gonna add about 3 mil.
3 mil?
Yeah.
3 million shares or $3 million? $3
million.
So 300,000 shares.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Eastern time.
Around that time, hopefully.
I'll be watching the volume.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
All right, dude.
Bye. Bum 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 bum. My channel's the best channel, guys. Nobody's got a better channel than Godpill's channel. Holy shit. Godpill, how can I help you?
Hey, bro, how's it going?
All good, thanks.
Awesome. Listen, I'm a fairly well-seasoned stock trader. I've never played in options, okay?
Okay.
I've watched a lot of your stuff. I've learned a lot of your stuff, but I'm the type of guy that has to actually do something and see it play out and see how it happens.
Yep.
So I bought myself this last week my first couple of options, okay?
Okay.
And what I'm looking at is I want to see if you can help explain to me. You've done a great job in your streams, by the way, and you've given me lots of information, which helped me to decide to try this. But I just bought 2 single option calls. One I just bought is for this Friday, AMC $10 strike price. The other I bought is a June 18 $15 strike, okay?
Okay. Can we go over one of those real quick? Can I just tell you what I think about the first one you told me?
Sure.
Okay, so $10 strike, AMC expires this Friday. If I bought that strike personally in my head, here's what I'd be expecting for that strike. So let's just say it costs $100 and I got 5 days till expiration. If AMC holds at $10 all the way until expiration, I'm expecting on Tuesday for it to be worth $80, Wednesday $60, Thursday $40, Friday $20, end of day Friday $0.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because you're buying at the money, I expect the theta to be almost proportional to the amount of days that it has to expiration. Where if you buy out of the money, it expires a lot faster. But also, if the stock price goes down any percent, subtract that as well. So a 50% loss in the stock price plus 2 days of theta would put you at $0 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's feed me the opposite to that. Let's say, we know we're getting hammered right now. Let's say we have a run up and it runs up Wednesday afternoon. It hits $12.
Okay. So how much did you pay for your $10 strike?
That call I paid $42.
$42, which is a 42-cent ask price, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so how much intrinsic value would you have? If it goes to $12. If it goes to $12, how much intrinsic value do you have?
That's what I've got to figure out.
Your strike is what?
10.
The stock price is where?
9.
No, we said 12, right? You just told me.
We said 12, sorry. Yeah, that's right.
So 12 minus 10 is 2.
Yeah.
So you have $2 of intrinsic value, and the cost of your option was 0.43. So divide 2 divided by 0.43 tells you how many X's you got on your money, depending on how many contracts you purchased.
Perfect. That answers exactly what I needed you to answer for me. I was trying to map it out in my head, but I couldn't get there.
Yep, there it is.
Awesome. Thanks, Marcus. You have a great day.
You're welcome. Bye.
Ciao.
Bum, 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 bum. He got it, guys. He fucking got it. He got it for sure. Oh, shit. That guy's about to make some money. If that guy can predict a $12 bounce, that guy gonna make some money. 100x on a little $100 play he plays here. He's gonna play a couple $100 every week probably, and then one time it's gonna turn into a couple tens of thousands of dollars probably. I like the way he's thinking is the right way to be thinking, people. Of course, unless you're just focusing on the new shit. The new shit's better than all that shit. Like rather than trying to time a $12 AMC price, I like this much better now. This is gonna pay. I promise. There's no way this can't pay. What's gonna happen? AMC goes to zero. You lose 50% of your money. Okay. AMC went to zero, guys. But like, I still believe it. As long as you believe in the trampoline analysis of there will always be a bottom price and it will always bounce back up from that bottom price if they illegally push the price down, then this strategy will pay big money. And their only option will be able to flatline AMC and GME, but they won't be able to flatline it forever. They can't flatline it forever. I just told you worst case. It goes down to zero and you lose half of your money because you're shorting. Because the short that I have, if AMC dropped to zero in here, I have 72,000 invested. If AMC drops to zero, I only make $35,000. So basically, I'd lose half of my account balance if AMC drops to zero. That's the worst case. But if it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, I make money. If it doesn't squeeze for 6 months, I make money. Like, there is no other worst case. This is it, guys. This is the bee's knees right here. As long as the diamond handers are there, as long as the trampoline is there to protect you, this is the realest fucking strategy on the market right now today. EOB says, how much money do you need for this strategy? All right, guys. If you come in here, you could do... Let's just say you did one $40 strike on January 2023 for $200. Then let's say you did one $11 strike on AMC for, what is that? So let's say one $12 strike on AMC for $1,400. So you need $1,400. The $40 strike is like, we'll say $300. So you need $1,700. And then all you would need on top of that is a short. And so if you have the short, let's see here. So if I got one of these for $1,500, then I'd take a tenth of these. So I could take $350 of this. So minus 350 shares would be, what is that? Minus 350 times 10 would be $3,500. So you need 3,500 and 2,000. So it looks like the minimum you need about $6,000. And you do minus 350 on AMC. You do one $11 strike or $12 strike on 2023 AMC and one $40 strike on 2023 AMC. If you can, try to get that 2023 AMC $40 strike to like 10. But as long as you got that 1 and 1, you shouldn't be in any danger. Like that 350 shares, the $40 strike should make about as much as that 350 shares could lose. But if you want to make money in case the squeeze happens, you definitely want to try to get that 2023 strike up to probably at least 10 contracts. And so you'll make a little bit more when the market collapses, but you know your 2023 $40 strikes are always going to pay back when the market goes back up. And so don't worry about those extra losses on the downswings. As long as your shorts are still paying, you're doing just fine. And so it looks like about the bottom dollar you need is about $6,000, people. $6,000 to play it right. Shorting is unlimited losses, but in stock, it's not nearly unlimited like options are. Like, they'll freeze the market before stocks are experiencing the unlimited losses because the options would be bankrupt way before then. I hope that makes sense. This has been a pretty good stream. No problem, Chris. I'm glad it helped. I'm just glad rookies can come to me and feel like they get answers. Most rookies go places and they spend money on options training and they didn't learn nothing and they say that was a waste of money because options are too confusing. But for whatever reason, people don't spend money here and they come and they're getting success and results. Godpill, how can I help you? That's cool. UFC just went public, but I'm not buying no UFC. That's not a diamond hander thing. That's a fucking roller coaster thing. If you're ready for some volatility, go buy into UFC, people. That's gonna be up and down. I'm not telling you which first. I got no clue. I just know it's gonna move. If UFC just went public, that shit's gonna move. Godpill, how can I help you? Are you ready? I'm in the mood. Come on, yeah. I'm in the mood. Are you ready? Load up the bong, load up the song, let the informer call 911. Crank up the song, let the informer call 911. Security, man, the postman ride. Don't try to run, don't try to hide, just pull out the 9. Pop in the clip and let one slip into these crazy fools. God, I love Sublime. I used to when I first started smoking weed in high school, Sublime was all we listened to. All day, every day. Are you ready? I'm in the mood. Come on, yeah. Go on, Eshi. Whenever you're ready. Down at the pawn shop. Eshi, the phone line's open if you'd like to call in. Godpill, how can I help you?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
You already know who I am. Anyway, what's your opinion on Six Flags?
On Six Flags?
Yes, ticker symbol SIX.
Never looked at it before. Let me take a look.
It's a theme park company.
No, I've been to Six Flags 100 times for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were a public. I thought they were probably owned by Disneyland or something. But that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So let me take a look at their metrics real quick. So the market cap is 3.88 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the average volume is. I like to see average volume. I like to see price movement. So we got the 1 year chart right here. Looks like they've actually been going up recently. So I'm going to go to the charts real quick and go to the long-term play. Okay, so that's cool. So back in, let's Let's see what year. I can't see a year on this for some reason.
I mean, they got into a couple of bankruptcies, but they came out of it really well.
Well, what I'm looking at is back in 2019 or middle of 2018, their share price was at $70 a share.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fell all the way down to $8 a share. And now they're up to $45 a share. Okay? So
Yeah.
So when I look at that, like I like to compare this to the rest of the meme stocks because it has a similar chart pattern where like others like so Red Robin, AMC, GME, those stocks like they all fit this pattern very very well where they had a previous high back between 2015 and 2018 that was way higher than where they're at now, but also their low right at the end of 2020 and the worst of COVID was like the lowest they've ever seen. And basically this is following that same pattern. And so as far as that goes, that tells me that it probably has pretty good price action movement for up or down if there's some volume behind it. And so I would also suspect that the options aren't too pricey.
Yeah.
Let's see what the options are costing right now. Yeah, the options are fairly cheap. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so this definitely looks like a stock that could have some potential where you could squeeze it. I don't know if you watched my 4 videos where I talked about squeezing Nokia or Michaels or another potential stock.
Well, I wasn't really thinking about it being a squeeze. I was thinking of it more long-term wise because they are a theme park and they're going to stay around regardless.
So I guess the only thing I'd answer your question as far as long-term plays is that I personally think that the Fed and all the money printing and inflation that they've said is coming for the last little bit is going to cause a market crash. I really do. I think inflation's going to cause prices to go up. And so I personally don't think anything has a chance of surviving that kind of atmosphere except for like a diamond hand movement like GME and AMC. And so in a world where everything's normal and it goes another decade of the way things gone the last decade, then this looks like a great play, looks like easy money. But in a world where inflation comes and crashes everything, I don't see Six Flags as being something that stands the test of time. And I definitely don't have any reason to suspect that there's a diamond-handed movement behind Six Flags. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it could possibly go into like the Reddit community, mainly because Six Flags is a childhood, thing.
Well, I mean,
and same as GameStop and same as
for
AMC.
sure. If they would have done it like back in 2020 or 2021 when it first started, it would have been great because it's up 450% since then. So like everyone would just be bragging about it, But like it seems like we might have and I don't want to say missed the ship just because every stock is moving up and down like crazy. So Six Flags could definitely do 100% tomorrow, Like I'm not gonna say it can't.
Oh yeah.
But like it looks like it has gotten 450% gains already, which is like a similar spot that Red Robin was in not too long ago. So it seems like Red Robin and Six Flags were similar plays where they got monthly options and they had a similar position as AMC and GME. The special thing about AMC and GME when it happened to them is that they had weekly options. And you don't find, like there wasn't very many companies that the Fed didn't pump up that had weekly options other than AMC, GME, Nokia. And now Nokia can't go up because the short interest is so heavy on Nokia. There's no way they'll ever let Nokia go up. Unless somebody comes in with $100 billion, Nokia will not go up.
There's only one person in the world that would do that. But,
who's that?
Rocket Man.
Elon Musk, you think?
He could, but he's not going to.
Unfortunately, I think he's more concerned about Tesla stock being the most valued stock on Earth, and I think him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
helping any other stock only hurts his stock, so I don't see him helping nobody else.
What confuses me the most is like him boosting Dogecoin a lot.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean,
it's weird.
It'd be more like smarter just to use your own stock to go crazy.
Yeah. No, I can't explain it, man. I mean, he'll text that he thinks his stocks are a little bit overvalued, but the Dogecoin is the coin of the people, but then tell everyone that he just bought Bitcoin. What the hell?
He's so, everything is so fun.
I don't trust him, I'll be honest. I don't trust him. Like, it seems like he...
on a rocket I'll go up to the moon. I don't care if I die.
No, if I go to the moon, it's gonna be on my rocket. You come on my rocket, man. My rocket will be more safe, I promise. My math is better than his.
Hey, if AMC squeezes, I'll definitely be down.
For sure.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
All right, peace.
Bye. God, Bill, how can I help you? Hello? Ryan Keefe, the $18.95 per 950 GME contracts, is it a good buy? I'll just tell you this: when GME hits $200, those contracts will be worth $3,000 to $4,000. All I'm gonna say. God, Bill, how can I help you? All right, guys. If there's nothing else, then I think I'll log off for a minute, go chill for a little bit, walk my dog, and come back and do another video later. Does everyone understand? One more time, let's go over what the strategy is, people. I am trying to actively raise money right now to get back into the market because I thought of a new strategy and it's getting me really excited the more I think about it. And so right now I'm just paper trading it. So if I got to show somebody what kind of money I can make in a couple weeks from now, and then they give me $100,000, like I'm fine with that, you know? Like I'm not in a hurry at all. So I got some people I'm talking to. I got a strategy I want to show you guys, and I'm going to show it one more time before I log off. And so basically, if you either buy stock or you buy $40 strike 2023 and 2022 options, that's what I personally like to do. If you want to understand why I like to do that, go watch my 4 videos saved playlist called Sell Stocks Buy Options. It's all about building the short interest on theta that won't expire for a very long time. And basically, we make way more than the stocks make if it goes up to $40 or $20 or $30. We make way more than what anyone made if they were invested in stocks. And so this basically protects us for where we make a fortune if the squeeze happens and it goes to $2,000 in a day. We will make a fortune off these options while trading closer to at the money option and shorting the actual stock. So 2023, close to at the money option and then shorting the stock. And basically, if the stock price goes up, I'll cash out my $15 strike for a profit that the same shorting lost. And then when the stock market, when AMC goes back down, then I'll buy back in for the strike. And now I'm up the $5,000 that I cashed out for a profit on this strike. And then if it goes down 10 to 15%, I'll cash this out for a $5,000 profit. When it goes back up 15 to 20%, I'll buy back in and I'll short the stock again. And then I'll just keep playing back and forth, bouncing $5,000 profit at a time until the squeeze finally happens, where these guys will pay a bloody, bloody fortune. Does everybody understand what I'm doing before I go? Diamond Balls says Trey is better. That's dumb. Eshi, yes, I get shield talk all the time. Like if you ever guys ever see 400 people in my viewer list, it's 300 people hating on me and 100 people that like me. So Matt Kors has sent 300 people to come hate me. Trey Trades has sent 300 people 5 days in a row to come hate me. Andrew Mo Money's people have come hate me, but not because he sent them. Um, but there's been a couple times where they start talking about me, and then all of a sudden their channel just runs to my channel and just starts ragging on me, calling in and making all the jokes and all the shit. And so I have to start turning off my phone calls and only turn it on when I know somebody actually wants to call in. I personally don't think it can go much lower than 155 for GME. Because I mean, I think that the 132 was the last low that it found, but that what like since then GME has doubled down with 100,000 more shares, and I think that increases that 132 to at least 140, maybe 150, maybe 155. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back on in a little bit probably. Maybe I'll do some live streaming from my phone if I start working out and stuff. Peace out.